What is going on, guys? This is Astro PC back with another video, and today we are going to check out Crustle in the Halloween Cup. Now Crustle has a lot of matchup in the Halloween Cup, especially against Alolan Marowak and the Flyers, right? So I have paired up Crustle with Venusaur and Azumarill, and let's see how the match goes. Okay, so first up we are up against Canois 56. Alright, let's see what they decide to lead with. And it's an Absol, so very spicy Pokemon in the lead itself. So Crustle can do an absolute chunk of damage, and they swap into Driftblim. Now Driftblim also takes super effective damage from Smackdown, so have to watch out for that. Now Icy Wind also does a lot of damage, neutral damage to Crustle, so I shield it up and I go with the X-Scissor. Let's see if I get a shield here. If I don't get a shield here, it's still fine, but I do get a shield. And since I had a bunch of energy already stored up, I can use this energy on the Driftblim again, but they decide to double shield. Alright, now I am going to shield myself to probably gain switch advantage, right? Definitely want to switch advantage at this point, but they come in with Gengar. Now this is not good because if this Gengar has Sludge Bomb, and it does, it takes a lot of chunk from the Venusaur and absolutely farms it down. And let's see what I decide to come in with. I come in with Crustle, and I decided I should have gone with the X-Scissor actually. I decided to go with it, but the CMP Tide allowed the Gengar to actually win it. Now I come in back with the Azumarill, and they swap out, fearing that I might just farm the Gengar all the way down. Now this was a crucial mistake on their part and a crucial win on my part, because now I can just farm the Absol all the way down and have residual energy to use it on Gengar, right? Now let's see if I can actually do this. Yes, I am able to get to this Ice Beam, and I will probably be able to KO the Gengar and take game 1. Okay, so that was a decent matchup, really nice. Up against our next opponent, Geonine. And we lead into Azumarill, so have to back out or switch. Let's see what I decide to do. I switch into my own Azumarill, and now this is going to be a mirror match showdown. Now this is probably a player off, so going to do neutral damage to my own Azumarill. I'm going to go with my player off, but they swap into Clefable. Now the Charm will do absolutely a lot of damage to Azumarill, my own Azumarill. So I have to take this Clefable out of this arena. So I have to win this matchup at whatever cost, right? I can do one shield. I can use one shield here, but yeah, at this point I decided to let it go because yeah, what's the point, right? Anyway, it's going to charm me down, but it's okay. I can come in with Venusaur and have a bunch of residual energy to probably use it on whatever they come in with next. And it's a Gengar, so I immediately swap into Crustle, and this is probably a Shadow Punch because they didn't have that much time to farm down, right? Farm up a bunch of energy, so it was just a Shadow Punch, and they swap into Azumarill, right? So I have to bring the Azumarill really low, but it's not possible at this point, right? But it's okay, I can let the Crustle go, and Venusaur has energy stored up. So this Frenzy Plant is probably going to KO Azumarill at this range. Absolutely it does. They don't shield, so they decide to save the shield for Gengar, which is understandable, I think, because Gengar can do a lot of damage with shields in hand. And I can get to another Frenzy Plant, so they try to overfarm, but I was able to get to this Frenzy Plant, and this will absolutely KO the Gengar, and I take game 2. So on to the next game. We are up against a Crustle Mirror, right? We are up against a Crustle, and it's a mirror match. Now in the mirror scenarios, it's best to actually stay in, right? So it's possible for me to win this. They go for the rock. They go for the Rock Slide. Now I go for the X-Scissor. Let's see if they decide to shield this one. They will probably. Okay, they probably let it go. They actually let it go. And they come in back with Azumarill. Now it's absolutely wonderful. I can come in with my Venusaur, but I made a crucial mistake. I was expecting something else, so without seeing what it was, I swapped into my own Azumarill against a Galvantula. Now this is pretty much settled here because I can, even if I get a shield here, this mistake cannot be rectified, right? Because it's going to get to the discharge, and it was able to farm me down. It has a lot of energy, and it's going to unleash it on the Venusaur. So it was a lunge. Now my attack is lowered. Probably another lunge coming through. Even if I shield this one, they can probably get to another one and finish my Venusaur off. So crucial mistake there. I shouldn't have swapped. I should have stayed in with my Venusaur against the Galvantula. Then probably the mirror Azumarill match in the end would have been the better scenario. Yeah, so at this point, so I lose the game. So really well played to my opponent, and alright, so on to the next game. This is a very good lead for me. So they swap into Azumarill. Now I swap into my own Venusaur. Frenzy Plant is going to do a lot of damage to Azumarill, as well as the Ice Beam. So we both have to respect the damage it causes, right? The Ice Beam and the Frenzy Plant. So now I build up to 2 Frenzy Plant, and I can absolutely get to another one. So this is, let's see if this takes out the Azumarill. It does take out the Azumarill. They decide to not shield it. They come in back with the Houndoom, and before they can actually farm me down, I was able to get to this Sludge Bomb, and they have to shield it. They do shield it up, so it's wonderful. Now I can come in back with Crustle. No, but I actually come in back with Azumarill. Okay. So anyway, it's fine because now I can have a bunch of energy loaded up on the Azumarill and probably use it on whatever there is in the back, right? So at this point, I will just farm down. Yeah, and it's a Venusaur in the back. So at this point, Azumarill has a lot of energy. Energy advantage is there, so I can use that energy advantage to my own advantage and possibly win this game, right? So they knew that, and they decided to leave the game. So GG's. Very nice games. Now up against our next opponent. So they lead in with a Wigglytuff. So Charm is going to dig in to Crustle. Now Charmers are really one of the craziest Pokemon, right? Pokemons in the Halloween Cup, because they do a lot of damage to almost anything. Like anything which, even a resisted charm will do a lot of damage, right? So Wigglytuff is able to charm me down, but I have shield advantage. So let's see if I can pull this thing off. Now this is probably going to be an Ice Beam. So I do shield it up. Very good call. And they swap into a Houndoom. So this allowed me to swap into my own Azumarill. So this is a very nice scenario because now I can completely farm this all the way down. I can let this go. It's probably a flamethrower. It is a flamethrower. I can farm this all the way down and reserve the attack for whatever comes out next. Let's see what comes out next. It is the Wigglytuff. So I go with my own Ice Beam, and this is going to KO the Wigglytuff or get the shield. So it absolutely gets the shield, and I was able to farm it all the way down. So let's see what the final Pokemon is. It is another Venusaur. I am able to get to this Ice Beam. So this will take a huge chunk of damage from the Venusaur, and I can probably finish this game off with the Crustle because I still have one shield. I'm sorry. I still have Venusaur in the back. Crustle was down already, right? Yeah. So Venusaur, I'm able to take the game with a Sludge Bomb. And yeah. So that's all for today, guys. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you guys on the next one.